Hi everyone, welcome to YYOGA at Home, and this is a short session. It's going to be about 15 minutes long, and we're going to be using this prop. So if you have a foam roller at home and you're not quite sure what to do with it, or you're looking for new exercises, check out today's class. And it's going to be a little bit more on the therapeutic side. So it's going to be slower, and we're going to be just mobilizing a little bit more than strengthening, although there will be a little bit of strengthening too. So we're going to begin, step your feet about hip distance apart, hold on to the ends of your roller, and then draw the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in through the rib cage. And as you exhale, lift the roller forward and up over your head, making sure that you're not popping your ribs forward. So just keep those front bottom ribs hugging in. Now you're going to come over into a side bend. And whatever side you're bending into, you're going to push the opposite hand into the roller. So I'm side bending to my right, and I'm pushing my left hand into the roller more. And then I recover and come up, and then over to the other side, pushing that top hand into the roller, and we come all the way up. Now, lower the roller down as you inhale, and then as you exhale, round forward, and imagine the roller is heavy, 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 and it's allowing you to come down even further towards the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to. As you exhale, roll yourself back up to your starting position, and we're going to repeat that one more time. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the roller up, and then we're going to side bend over and recover up, side bend the other way and up. And then slowly lower the roller down in front of your hips. And then on your next exhale, nod your head forward and articulate all the way down. And then I'm going to turn on my mat, and you can too if that makes sense for you, and put your roller all the way down. Sorry, just going to take a quick moment here I forgot to set my timer. I don't want to go too long. Okay, so in this position, you're going to bring your hands on top of the roller and then curl your pelvis under and roll it towards your knees. Make sure your shoulders don't shrug up to your ears, and you kind of just want to press the fingertips down and get that deep scoop through the abdomen. And now you're going to do the opposite. Start to roll it away. You can let it go all the way to your wrists, forearms, maybe even towards the elbows, and then stick your tailbone up into the air, chest forward. So it's like a cat-cow on the roller. Let's inhale, exhale, curl the pelvis under, lift up through your abdominals and round, reach those fingertips down into the roller, and do the opposite. Send the hips back and up, chest forward. Inhale and exhale. Nice little bonus is that you get a forearm massage and roll away. Let's do this one 2 more times. Sometimes the roller moves out of position, so you may need to just stop and fix it. And away. You should feel your glutes, right? Especially when you're coming up into that scoop, that rounded. So you want to gently press the hips forward. And then we'll finish reaching it out and center. Now you're going to step off with your hands. Keep the roller where it is, but you're going to turn yourself around to a seat. Now, just put your forearms down there on it, and then adjust the roller so that when you lie back, it's roughly beneath your shoulder blade tips. So think of like down the middle of the rib cage kind of area. And then you're just going to lay your feet flat, keep those knees bent, and then bring your hands behind your head. Now, very similar to what we just did in that cat-cow, we're going to extend back. Oh, and you know what? We're just going to stay here for a second because this feels amazing. Oh, let your head be really heavy. And now some abdominal contraction to press back into the roller and come up and forward. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, open those elbows, let the head get really heavy. And then exhale, feel your abdominals contract to pull your head, shoulders up and forward. And then we let the head, shoulders go back and up. Now, instead of going back and up, we're going to circle. So think about coming over to your right, now back, over to the left, and then up through center. Let's do it twice more in this direction. You can imagine that you have a flashlight shining out the crown of your head, and you're shining it from the ceiling to the right wall, to the back wall, left wall, and ceiling. Go the other way. If that does not make sense for you or it doesn't feel right to go around in a circle, continue with extension and flexion. Okay, and then again, you can also feel a little bit of pressure there. Oh, right under kind of the back, lower ribs. Now, can you stay forward into flexion for me? Make sure your feet are close enough that you can lift your hips up, adjust them as you need to. Now, you're gonna use your feet to pull and push you. So that pulling and pushing action of your feet is going to make the roller into a massage tool. So now you can feel it going up and down. So you're going up towards your shoulders. You go up as high as you would like, and then down towards your low back. Oh, the more rounded you can be through your spine, the more you'll feel the pressure of the roller. So you adjust. You could let your hips drop down lower if you wish, but I'm lifting my hips up almost like I want to bridge. Okay, let's do a couple more. Up and down, and then come back to center. Put your hips all the way down, stretch your legs out straight, reach your arms back, and you're going to extend one more time. You can let your head come all the way down to the floor if you'd like. Breathe in, breathe out, circle your arms around, and then help yourself up off of your roller. Now you're going to bring it closer towards you and find your way to sit on it. So use your hands, use your feet because it's unstable, right? And you can step your hands back to cross your left ankle over your right knee. So think like your figure 4 stretch. And then slightly turn towards that outer left buttock. And then you can keep your right hand back there behind you, or you can put your hand anywhere else. And then just like we did up and down the lower part of the rib cage, you're going to go up and down that left bum cheek. You can go up as high or as low as you would like. And you're just feeling a nice release there. And more of kind of the outer part of that left glute. Let's go a couple more times. And because this is a short class, right, we don't have the opportunity to spend a whole lot of time on each one, but feel free to pause the video and spend more time if this is feeling like you just want to hang out here for a while. Okay, let's go one more time, and then pause. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Turn yourself back through center, and then we go to the other side. So we cross right ankle over left knee, turn on towards that outer right hip. Make sure that you're not going to fall if you're going to lift up that left hand, and we go up and down the bum cheek. Okay, make sure your right shoulder's not hiking up to your ear, just a gentle drawing back and down of that shoulder. Up and down. And we'll do 4 more up and down. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, pause, take a breath in. And on your out breath, turn back to face straight ahead, and then you're going to come off of your roller. Okay, now we're going to finish in this position. So you're going to turn your roller lengthwise, so lined up with the long side of your mat with a long direction. And it's a little tricky to get onto it. See if this works for you, and if it doesn't, then use your imagination on how to get onto it. So you're going to sit at one end, and if you can tolerate this, it can feel really nice just to sit up and have the roller kind of right down at the tailbone, the base of the tailbone. And then you're going to curl your pelvis under, so a little bit of abdominal contraction to hug the belly in. And if you can, roll all the way down. If you need to, put your hands down to help you to balance. Whoa, it's really challenging. If you fall off, it doesn't matter. Just get yourself back on it. I almost did, just caught myself. And then your head comes all the way down. Now, if your head is hanging off the end, you need to scooch down a little bit because I want your head to be supported. Fix your ponytail if it's making your head fall off to one side. And then you can step your feet wider if you need more support. Let your arms come down, forearms, and make sure that the roller feels like it's lining up with the length of your spine. And then just take a few breaths in here, feeling that gentle pressure on the muscles that run up and down either side of your spine. Good. Okay. Now you're going to take a breath in, and on your exhale, gently contract your abdominals again, like you want to press your low back more down into the roller. Your hands and forearms are still on the floor. And you're going to lift your right leg into the air. And can you lift your left arm into the air? Stabilize with the other hand and foot on the floor, and then send the right leg away, left arm overhead, and then back up. So just a little bit of opposite arm leg reach. We reach away. Now try not to wobble at all on the roller. Keep the roller centered. And we have two more. Reach and pull back up, and reach and pull back up. Step your hand and your foot down, keeping your abdominals toned. We lift up the other leg, the other arm, and we send the arm and leg away and back up to the ceiling, and away and up. 3 more. You can move with your breath. Maybe an inhale to stretch and an exhale to lift. Reach and lift, and reach and lift. And then step both feet, both hands down. Take a breath in, and then press your low back down into the roller and get a little bit of a posterior tilt here for me, like you want to lift up into bridge. Now, did you notice the pressure going more kind of right at where the low back and the middle back meet? That would be the space above your belly button, like that part of your spine. And just let it compress there. And then release your hips down. And then we're going to curl the head forward, lift up those shoulders, and then see if you can get a little bit more pressure there right in between the shoulder blades. You may want to even wiggle a little bit side to side. And then bring your head down. Finally, we're going to do some snow angels. So flip your palms up to the ceiling. Try to bring your elbows down to the floor. Let the weight of your upper arms be nice and heavy. And then, just like you would make snow angels or sand angels, take the arms up and down. Now, I'm no longer touching the floor with my arms. Sometimes they touch, but just try to keep your arms as close to the floor as you can. Just getting that nice chest stretch. Even it's so nice to do this one with your eyes closed. And Let's do about 4 more. So there's just a little bit of work happening to keep your body stable on the roller. You may not even feel that you're working abdominals or anything, and there's definitely no gripping. It's just enough so you don't slide off. All right. Okay. Now, you're going to take your arms up to the ceiling. Give yourself a big hug. So cross the arms over one another. If you can, hold on to opposite shoulder blades and then curl your head and chest forward and see if you can find that spot again between your shoulder blades. Maybe a wiggle from side to side. And then we lower. Open your arms wide like you're reverse hugging. And now hugging with the arms crossed the other way. Press back into the roller to lift your head and your chest up. Lower your head. Open your arms. And then find a little thing here we're going to do for the arms, the shoulders. Take your arms straight up to the ceiling. You can turn your palms so they're facing straight ahead. And then these are really nice slow scissors. So one arm goes overhead, the other arm comes down to the floor outside of your hip, and then we change. So it adds a wee bit more of a stability challenge. Work as minimally as you can. And this gentle movement of your arms through space. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, can you take both arms back over your head? Don't force your arms to touch the floor, but just feel the weight of your arms sinking back into gravity. At the same time, get the low back and the bottom ribs down to touch the roller. Okay. Now you choose how you're going to get off of this. Sliding off is really fun. Or, remember if some of you joined me rolling down without your hands, could you possibly roll up? You'll need to step your feet more out. But if you're rolling up off of this thing, oh no, I don't think today it's gonna work for me. And we come all the way up. Good. If you slid off, then just sit up nice and tall. If you're still on your roller at the end of it in like a little squat, hold there. And then can you pull yourself forward and up, get as much lift through your spine. Feel the muscles up and down your back. Feel how they feel now after using the roller just to decompress and the outer hips. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. And thank you so much for joining me today for this foam roller workout kind of stretch release. Okay, bye.